Good morning students, this is Priyanka Bansal from SKM Public School. Students, today we will do a numerical question which is related to final accounts. Okay, today we will do a full-fledged question. In this we will prepare trading and P&L account with balance sheet. Okay, today we will prepare both the statements, performance statement and position statement. So let's start the question, and today we will do this with the help of a numerical question. Okay, so there is a question with me. From the following balances taken from the books of Shri Murli Manohar, prepare a trading and P&L account for the year ended 31st March 2020 and the balance sheet as a date. And what we have to prepare? We have to prepare trading and P&L account plus balance sheet on 31st March 2020. Okay, and there is one additional information given to us that closing stock on 31st March 2020 was rupees 56,000. Okay, keep one thing in mind. I have told you many times that the additional information which is given to us, that will be adjusted for 2 times. Okay, so there is additional information related to closing stock. What it is given that closing stock on 31st March 2020 is rupees 56,000. Okay, there is information regarding that closing stock. So here both the statements we will prepare together. I have divided this. Okay, this side I will prepare trading and P&L account for the year ending 31st March 2020. Okay, so what is the format for this? Particulars, then amount which is to be written in rupees. This is the debit side, and then again particulars and amount which is to be written in rupees, and this is the credit side. Okay, and we know that in the debit side we are writing the expenses, and on the credit side we are writing the incomes and revenues. Now this side I will prepare the format for the balance sheet. Balance sheet as at 31st March 2020. Yesterday I told you that left hand side we are writing the liabilities, then amount, then assets, and then amount. Okay, so here we will prepare a that trading and P&L account and balance sheet. So what is the information given to us? See what is given: stock at commencement. It means it is opening stock. We will write in the trading and P&L account to opening stock, and this is rupees 15,320. Okay, then next what is given to us? Purchases and sales. To purchases and by sales. I am writing this. The purchases are rupees 1 lakh and the sales are rupees 1,20,000. See one thing in note in your question, that there is given returns. Okay, the next is related to returns. Returns means purchase return or the sales return. Here we have to keep one thing in mind, that returns which are given on the debit side, these are related to sales return. Okay, because sales is having the credit value, it will increase the revenue of the business, and if the sales are returned, it will decrease the revenue of the business. So sales return is debited. Okay, so the amount which is given on the debit side in returns, we will deduct the sale return from the sales, that is rupees 2200. This is sales return. Okay, and rupees 3000 is related to purchase return. From the purchases or from the sales, we will deduct the returns. Like this, the purchases will be 97,000 and the sales will be 117,800. From the 1,20,000, we have deducted the 2,200. Okay. The next item, what is given to us? Drawing and capital. What is given to us? Drawing and capital. We know that the capital is the part of balance sheet. We will write the capital. Capital is rupees 1,30,000, and we know that the drawings are deducted from the capital. We will deduct the drawings, less drawings, and the drawings are rupees 10,000. Okay, what I have done, the next item is given us capital. We know that the capital is the part of balance sheet, so directly I have posted this to the balance sheet, and it is the liability of the business. That's why I have posted this in the liability side. And we know that the drawings are deducted from the capital, so I have deducted the drawings from the capital. There will be more adjustments, that's why I haven't summarized this concept. Okay, next what is given to us, that is cartage. These are the expenses. Cartage is rupees 2,200. Then next is factory, heating and lighting. This will be related to trading account. Factory, heating and lighting. That is rupees 600. Next is given to us work expenses. Work expenses. Now remember that trade expenses are deducted from the P&L account and the work expenses will be deducted from the trading account. Okay, so work expenses are 15,200. Next is rent receipt, and we know that this is the part of P&L, so I am writing here by rent received, that is rupees 7,300. Next, what is given to us? Cash at shop. Cash at shop is the asset, so cash will be posted to the balance sheet. This is rupees 800. Okay. Next, what is given to us? Accounts receivable. Accounts receivable means the amount which is received, which will be received by the business from the outsiders, and there are three persons from which debtors we can consider these, that Kapil, Jadeja and the Yadav. Okay, so this is the asset for the business. So here I will make the group under I will make the group of Kapil, Jadeja and the Yadav under the heading accounts receivables. Accounts receivable, here Kapil, Jadeja and Yadav. Okay, and the amount from the Kapil is rupees 8,000, from the Jadeja is 5,000 and from the Yadav is rupees 1,500. Okay, so like this the total amount will be posted to the, that will be 14,500 under the heading of accounts receivable. Okay, 14,500. Next is given to us accounts payable. Accounts payable means the amount which is to be paid by the business to the outsiders. It will be the liability, so accounts payable will be posted to the liability side, that is Prabhakar and Tendulkar. Prabhakar To Prabhakar, the business has to pay 16,000, and to Tendulkar, business has to pay 7,540, means 7,540 rupees the business has to pay. So it is the I will post this under the heading, under the group of accounts payable to the Prabhakar and Tendulkar. Jointly we will pay this, that is rupees 23,540. Okay, this is the total accounts payable. Okay, total accounts payable by the business. Next is given to us horses and cars. Keep one thing in mind, note down in your notebook that horses and cars will be kept under the category of assets, because this is the livestock. Okay, this is the livestock, so it is the property of the business. So horse and cars, and the value of horse and cars is rupees 25,000. Next is given to us BR and BP. We know that the BR, bills receivable, is the property. It will be posted to the asset side, and the bills payable will be posted to the liability side. Bills receivable are rupees 10,000, and the bills payable are rupees 2,120. Okay. Next is rent paid. It will come under P&L account. To rent paid. Okay. Next is rent paid is rupees 15,000. Next is given to us fire insurance premium. This will be the fire insurance is the expenses for the business. This is the insurance is done to protect the business from the fire. So this is the normal that administrative expenses. That's why it will kept under the category of P&L account, and the fire insurance is rupees 4,800. And the next is related to life insurance. Life insurance is related to personal expenses. That's why it will be deducted from the capital. Okay, life insurance premium is related to personal expenses. It will become the drawing. That's why it will be deducted from the capital, that is rupees 6,000. Okay. Next, what is given to us? That is bank overdraft. This is the liability of the business. Bank overdraft is rupees 67,000. Next is given to us bank interest is the expenses. It will be posted in the P&L account. This is rupees 2,400. Next is telephone expenses. These are the expenses will be posted to the P&L account, that is rupees 3,000. Next is advertisement expenses. It will be the part of P&L account and under the heading of selling and distribution expenses, that is rupees 5,200. Next is salaries and wages are the part of P&L account. These all terms we have discussed in the earlier videos. 32,240. Next is freehold property is the asset of the business, so it will be posted to the balance sheet. Freehold property, this is rupees 81,000. Next is audit fees. It will be posted to the P&L account. So like this, all the things which are given to us we have adjusted. Okay, all the things which are given to us we have differentiate the items as per the trading and P&L account and as per the balance sheet. Now one thing is left, that is closing stock, which is given to us in the additional information, and I have told you that the thing which is given in the additional information, that will be adjusted at two sides. Okay, so the closing stock will be written by closing stock in the trading account. Okay, first adjustment we have done in the trading account by closing stock, and it will be posted to the balance sheet also stock 56,000. Okay, the two adjustments related to stock we have done, first in trading account and second in the balance sheet. Okay, so now we will do the total of this 1,73,800, and from this we will deduct the expenses. Like this we will get the gross profit of the business, that will be rupees 37,840, and we will close the account, and the gross profit will be transferred to the P&L account by gross profit transferred from trading account. Okay, and this gross profit is 37,480. So the gross profit is transferred to the trading account, and now we will do the total of P&L account. Okay, the total of debit side of P&L account is 64,140, and the items which are posted in the credit side shows the less balance. It means the total of debit side is less than the total of credit side. Like this, there will be a loss of by net loss. Okay, there is loss, that will be rupees 19,360. Okay, so in this case the expenses are more than the revenues and the business has suffered from the losses. So we will close the account, and the loss will be transferred to the balance sheet, and it will be, here is loss. Okay, if there is profit, that will be added to the capital, but there is loss, so it will be deducted from the capital. The loss is 19,360. Like this, the capital will be 94,640. From the 1,30,000 we will deduct the 10,000, 6,000 and the 19,640. Okay, like this we have adjusted all the transactions which are given to us, and students do the total of liability side and the asset side. It should be equal to each other. So students, try to solve this question. If you face any problem, you are free to ask. Stay home, stay safe. Thank you.